Jermaine King Cole is back with another offering called the off season. For those who don't know, the off season is when the season is over and the athlete reflects on what they could have done better, what they killed, and they kind of go back to the drawing board with that information they have so that when the season begins, they deliver what they want to deliver. So, the off season, and also, as you know, J. Cole is a professional basketball player now, not in the NBA, but in a league that is powered by the NBA. So getting into the album, it makes sense why it's called the off season in a way, but I'm guessing it's a double entendre because the off season in actual basketball when he was preparing to go pro, and the off season when he was preparing to potentially blow our minds. So yeah. Music etiquette here, getting into the album. First track is called 95 South, and straight out of the gate, man, it feels like you're about to get stomped by 100 people. And the one thing that stood out for me here was the chanting, man. Put your hood up, put your leg up, represent, I love that a lot. It was really different and it was straight out of the gate. You better listen to what I'm about to say to you. Next track is called Amari, if I'm saying it correctly. More fast-paced rap, same as the first track. Classic strings in the background. Perfect balance of auto-tune by J. Cole. Even at the NBA playoffs thing, he did the same thing. NBA All-Star, I mean. My Life is a Lot's Cousin. It sounds like a house on fire. It has a 21 7 feature. Now rumor has it 21 Savage has the best ad-libs in the game. Travis Scott might argue different, but anyway, we love the Ja Morant bar. Murray with a silky bridge chorus or whatever you want to call it. The next cut on this thing is called Applying Pressure. It's the first slowed down beat according to J. Cole. It's like a crossover beat of old school and new school, if it makes sense. I love the talking. It sounded like he was complaining, he was bragging, and all those things. It fit. Punching the clock, which people who work will get, like you're punching in and all those things. There's versatility in there. He's in his element. It's another seemingly difficult beat to rap over, and he just eats it up, man. The next track is called 100 Mil featuring Bass, which is probably one of the great tracks on this thing. I'm still on the ground. I'm still on the. And then Bass just comes through and bodies this thing. Sounded like Bruno Mars, but better, if I might say. It was so addictive, bruh. Bass is like their creativity, their chemistry, their sync. It's amazing. Go check it out. The next track is called Pride is the Devil. This is where J. Cole kind of sings. He knows he's out of his depth, but you can still hear what he was trying to say. He features Lil Baby. I still can't hear what Lil Baby is saying. But if you read the lyrics, they kind of make sense. And yeah, I enjoyed the singing a lot. Let Go of My Hand, like its counterpart, is one of the more descriptive songs here. Talks about how his son asked him to like let go of his hand, and that's when he realized that, damn, this person is going to be a man someday, and let me do it. Talks about how he used to think Puffy was a great rapper as a kid. Like, who hasn't? I mean, I'm coming home, good morning, and for him, it's probably way before all these things, but he said when he wised up and woke up, he realized that, no, man, I'm full of S-H-I-T. He features Bass and Black, and funny enough, they don't really do that much, but the beat is so exotic. It's amazing. The chemistry is undisputed. This is a melodic masterpiece on this thing, and as much as I wanted to hear Black drop a verse or two because he's a battle rapper, let Black sing, rap. Bass is okay, yeah, but it was one of those tracks that it felt like the Stormzy and Burna Boy track, because you'd expect Stormzy to like lay down the verse and Burna Boy to do the choruses and all those things. But yeah, it was amazing. It was amazingly shocking. And yeah, the interlude that we were given as a taste, and I'm learning that previously J. Cole wouldn't do that. He would just let you wait for the entire thing. And he was like, when he tweeted it or Facebooked it or whatever you guys are doing, he was like, you know what? I was gonna wait for the entire thing, but let me just drop it. And that's exactly what he did, and we enjoyed it. The other thing that dropped before this album is The Client Bag. It's interesting how The Lion King on Ice is not here, but we didn't mind because The Lion King on Ice was compared to The Client Bag, and The Client Bag is probably also one of the fresher cuts here. Maybe because we had enough time to digest it, dissect it, and listen to it some more, backwards, forwards, up, down, and all those things. But you get my point. It's a beautiful track. I reviewed it. Eerie beat, crazy flow, all those things. And there's a track called Close, which is a Nas nod at the beginning. Gives a Nas nod. It tells a very detailed story. It really demands your attention. When I was writing the script for this video, I really listened because he was very descriptive, very graphic, and it felt like you were there watching everything happen. And the last track on this thing is called Hunger on Hillside. Very minimalistic sounding beat, but don't be fooled because it was layered. And again, another bass feature, and the chemistry is crazy, man. It's one of those things that you can't really describe. You just need to listen to, and that's what happened. And yeah, it's a song you would play at the end of the movie, and we are at the end of this movie. And yeah, it was a really articulate album. I had to listen to it a bunch of times. That's why this album was delayed, because I know this dude has a cult-like following. So if I didn't do my due diligence, they were gonna come for me, starting on WhatsApp to Timbuktu. So yeah, J. Cole, the off season, he's saying that it's his best work yet, like every other artist. But yeah, go check it out. It's dope. Music etiquette forever.
Step up in the building, I be shining so hard, it be blinded. Man, I put my work up in this bitch, I be grinding. Man, I'm from the